Здравейте и добре дошли! Реших да запълвам видеята с по-качествен контент, като ще пропускам гринденето на чудовища, дневните предизвикателства, разхождането из мапа. И ще оставям кътсцените с развитието на историята, съпътстващото убиване на босове в нея, заедно с някакви по-интересни моменти. Естествено и книгите, които намирам.
Who is it? Do you have business with me? You're a cheeky one. Who do you think I am? I'm Jacander. Are you here for a duel? I'll give you anything if you vanquish me. What? Sophia? So that's why you needed the Slayer's Pledge. If only she'd come on as a staff officer when I suggested it, this never would have happened. Her talents are too precious to let go to waste under that staid Da Vinci. If it was strong enough to vanquish Sophia, this vampire must be powerful. Even with your Guardian's Pledge, you're gambling with your life. Will you still do it? I like your boldness. Good. I'll give you the Guardian's Pledge of Ezekiel, the legendary vampire slayer. Once you activate the Guardian's Pledge, its guardian will inhabit your body. But that alone is not enough. The memories of a Guardian are called pledge loops. The more pledge loops you can find, the stronger the Guardian will become. You'll need to find those first before you face this monster. Ezekiel's pledge was found in the Temple of Silvereth. You should go there first. Maybe the Guardian will show you around. Now, hurry. End that creature's life.
Somebody. Sealed door. Temple of Silvereth.
The leader of Stoneguard's resistance forces was a cheerful man who felt somehow beast-like. Once you had explained the whole story, Jake lent you the Guardian's pledge of legendary vampire slayer Ezekiel. But he advised you to find the pledge loop containing Ezekiel's memories in the Temple of Silvereth to strengthen the Guardian first.
At the cliffs beside Stoneguard Castle, there is a huge underground temple built long ago. Before the war with the Lightbringer Society, it was the largest temple of Silvereth in Aden. The Great War with the Lightbringer Society resulted in the deaths of most of the Shadowmancers here. Now, only a few surviving followers remain to roam the halls.
This way.
Whoever it was, I'll follow you to the end and tear you to shreds!
been... Leonardas, he did it! Oh, Scala.
This is terrible. We'd better be careful, or...
Ezekiel, you're a vampire too! Begone! I saw him yesterday at the Northern Forest! Could it be the monster of legend?
Scarla, I will bring the head of Leonardas to your grave. Tonight, I promise.
I'll send you to a place eternally free of pain. What a nuisance. It seems they will dog me to the end. I better get out of here soon. What was his name again? Ezekiel? I dispatched that fool a long time ago. So, it's you.
Leonardas!
This time, I'll finish you! This is the end!
While being bitten by a vampire, Ezekiel was saved by Scala, the monster hunter. Despite now becoming a half-vampire, Scala trained him to become a vampire hunter. Scala would later be killed by Baron Leonardas, a powerful vampire lord. Ezekiel vowed to avenge her. Over the course of decades, Ezekiel became a legendary vampire slayer. He found Leonardas and began a fight to the death. But Leonardas was too strong. At death's door, Ezekiel used the last of his strength to draw a magic circle with blood and placed a guardian's pledge in its center. With his soul now infused in the pledge, Ezekiel became a guardian, protecting others from vampires.
Трона Либърти, Guardian са помощници, които могат да бъдат призвани по време на битка. Като всеки пазител има различно умение. Има различен набор от пазители, като малка част от тях се отключват по време на главната история, а останалите чрез специални мисии или чрез купуване от шопа. Може да смениш пазителят, който ползваш по всяко време извън битката и да го ползваш когато пожелаеш в самата битка, като единствено ще трябва да изчакаш, защото има кулдаун между ползванията.
Ezekiel lost the battle with Leonardas, vowed an oath to get revenge, and became a guardian. With the power of the guardian's pledge, Ezekiel encountered Leonardas again, and finally repaid him for what happened to Scala.
Мислех да направя таймлапс на левелинга, но така ще пропусна показването на главната история, пък и левелите се вдигат толкова лесно, че не се усещат. Поне за момента.
You're back. What happened? That's really fortunate. It would have been terrible if Vienta village or Sophia had been attacked. Thankfully, her condition's very much improved. Thank you so much. I owe a great debt to you and to Jake. Let me know if you ever need my help. Are you going to return the Guardian's pledge to Jake? Please, convey to him our gratitude.
You're safe. I heard the story from Rutain. Thank you so much. I feel much better, thanks to you. I'll be sure to repay the favor sometime.
Hey, it's you. Want to see my old weapon? Oh, huh? Don't you know what a power transfer is? How did you even get this strong without it? Well, then you'll be even stronger once you know how to do it. Come here. Transferring power is a way to enhance a new piece of equipment using old equipment you've upgraded. It's much more efficient than upgrading brand new equipment bit by bit with growth stones. That's why it's so important to upgrade all your equipment regularly, because it'll make for good transfer material for future gear. Oh, and don't forget, the target equipment must be of the same or higher grade.
You spoke with Robert, who was excited about his newest weapon. He showed you how to efficiently strengthen your weapons using a process called power transfer. With his advice, you can make your weapons even more powerful.
This place was the largest granary in Stoneguard, with a water source that spanned the entire Dominion. But one day, the cursed rain fell and the water source was tainted. The wizards of Venelux cut off the water supply with giant monoliths to prevent the contamination from spreading. the area quickly turned into the desert it is today.
Понеже се замотах и не намерих нищо по-интересно за правене, реших да убия отключените босове в кулата.
Oh my god! Are you an actual person? This is awful! Oh, look! There are more coming!
Книга? 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 След като помогнах на пичарата да убие този голям скорпион, a.k.a. мини-бос, разгледах точките до тук. Понеже не ги разбирам много, си помагам с един гайд. Изтискам палци, накрая точките ми трябва да изглеждат ето така. Не съм видял кога съм изпълнил квест линията и съм заслужил награда. Естествено, избрах си жезъл, след което трансферирах левелите от предходния ми жезъл на новия. Някъде гледах видео по темата с трансфера на левели и беше обяснено, че е по-добре да вдигаш левел на предмета, който притежаваш в момента и в последствие да го трансферираш на следващия предмет, вместо да пазиш ресурсите за следващия по-качествен предмет. Не съм сигурен колко е истина, но определено звучеше правдоподобно.
Oh, you're back. What happened? Oh, that means you defeated the creature. Amazing! My eyes didn't deceive me. I knew you could do it. That guardian seems to have chosen you. This guardian's pledge didn't open, even for me. What an honor. The guardian lends its power to your soul through the pledge ritual. It becomes contained in the Guardian's pledge if the pledge bearer dies. The owner of that Guardian's pledge may transform into the Guardian at any time to use their power. Their circumstances vary. There are pledges to protect cherished ones, or pledges that someone has forced. Wait! Why not try joining our guild? Oh, that's unfortunate. But it can't be helped. Visit me anytime you change your mind.
In Jake Handa's office, the two leaders of the resistance, Da Vinci Aaron and Jake Handa, were in the middle of a fierce discussion over the resistance's siege warfare. After coming to an agreement, Jake asked you to keep the Guardian's pledge well and explained to you about the pledge and the Guardian. He said that the Guardians are those who have offered up their soul and power through the pledge, and the pledge's owner may morph into the Guardian to use their power at any time.
We're doing fine. I've made a full recovery, thanks to you. You were incredible during that mission. Your guild must be singing your praises. Excuse me? You're this strong and you haven't joined a guild yet? I'm surprised. Being a part of a guild has many benefits. You should join. You and Da Vinci may have defeated Zaroth, but Khazar's forces are still out there. There's no shortage of encounters with them, unfortunately. To respond to so many calls, the resistance guilds are working across regions. That's why the Allied resistance forces provide a base for each guild. We hope to offer support in every region. If you want to learn more, try visiting a guild merchant named Soleil in Stepping Stone Plaza. He's very knowledgeable about guild bases and can tell you more.
You in a guild yet? Welcome. Sophia has told me a lot about you, and I heard you helped save the children from Archeum. What can I do for you? Ah, guild bases. We have one here in Vienta village, too. Just as Da Vinci leads the Allied resistance forces of Lasland, the Allied resistance forces of Stoneguard are led by Jake Handa. But when the need arises, we all work together regardless of where we're located. That's where guild bases come in handy. Bases are open to any guild, as long as they meet a few requirements. They are dedicated spaces reserved for experienced guilds. One of the most popular activities are the guild raids, where you and your guild members work together to take on dangerous missions. There's also an arena, where you can pit yourself against your guild members and test your skills. There are also shops on site, including a guild merchant, guild supplies merchant, storage manager, and a sundries merchant. Follow this path straight up to the Artisan Plaza. The guild base is the largest building over there. They're also marked on the map. Look for Artisan Plaza and the guild base on the map. For starters, guild merchants like me offer items in exchange for guild coins. Guild supplies merchants sell items that are useful for siege warfare. Note that only guild leaders and guild advisors can shop there. And just like in town, there is a storage manager and a sundries merchant for your convenience. It was my pleasure. Any friend of Sophia's is a friend of mine. Please, come by anytime.
Както се видя, тук по някое време ми предложи да вляза в гилдия. Аз не съм от хората, които си падат по гилд дейностите, но определено ще дам шанс на някои хора да се възползват от моите супер сили.
Just nod and play along. I have a secret message from Da Vinci. The flower you see here is called... I'm an undercover resistance spy. They call me the Black Crow. Listen up. Lately the Archeum Legion has been searching desperately for a monostone known as the Golem's Heart. That's right! The Golem's Heart is a powerful monostone. It is said to have the power to control giant golems capable of destroying fortress walls. Oh, is that so? The Archeum Legion plans to make a secret weapon with that power. We have to find the Golem's Heart first, before they get their hands on it. How do you like it? For now, go meet Henderson in the Vienta vineyard. He knows a great deal about the Golem's Heart. Thank you very much! Da Vinci says you are the right person for this mission. Good luck.
What is it? A sort Golem's Heart. The name rings a bell, but I can't remember what it refers to. Before I became a bard, I hit my head hard during a resistance mission. In order to remember everything, I wrote a song about my adventures. Everyone called it the Song of the Vienta Dwarves. I lost my sheet music, and I can't even perform now. If I knew anything about this golem's heart you speak of, it definitely would have been contained in the lyrics. Oh no! There was a guy named... what was it? Carbonet! He came and sang along at every concert. He might have memorized the... I heard people saw him around the desert black market. Please, find...
Henderson recorded his adventures in the form of songs a long time ago. If he ever knew anything about the golem's heart, there would be clues in his lyrics. The problem is, he took a bad hit to the head in the past, and he said he doesn't remember the lyrics anymore because of it. However, it's possible Carbonet, a long-time fan of his, might know.
Книга? Книга?
What do you want? That song. I was a regular at Henderson's shows. Went there a lot with the love of my life, Caramilla. Oh, please, don't ask me any more about that. It just makes me think of my love who abandoned me. It's okay. She left because I'm not good enough for her. I can't even get her a single... You really don't know what it is? It's a gift for confessing love. You need desert flower roots and cobra wings to make it. You can hunt them in the monolith wastelands. But really?
You met Carbonet in the desert black market, but it seems he is too deeply saddened by a recent heartbreak to be of much help. Still determined to woo her, he said he can win his love's heart by giving her a valuable accessory, which requires rare materials in order to craft it. The materials for the accessory Carbonet wants to craft are desert flower roots, which are found in the monolith wastelands, and cobra wings, which are acquired by hunting cobras. Naturally, these two monsters are infamous in the monolith wastelands for their violent temperaments.
My, you really got them? Thank you so much. I must officially confess my love to Caramilla immediately. That's an old hit from back in the day. It began like this. Let's drink it up. Let's drink it all. 3, 1, 2, or was it 4? Oh, I don't remember. Oh, if only those bandits hadn't stolen my scarf. A couple of years ago, I was touched by one of Henderson's performances. That night, I wrote the lyrics on a long silk scarf. It looked exquisite, so I wore it everywhere. But only a few days ago, I was walking the desert, lost in the sorrows of my heartbreak, when I ran into some sand flame bandits. They took everything I had, including the scarf. In short, they're desert outlaws. Bandits who loot from and kill anyone they encounter in the desert, whether merchant or adventurer. I barely survived by playing dead. Seeing that you've hunted terrifying monsters, you must be a skilled fighter. If you punish those sand flame bandits and find the scarf, I'll happily give it to you.
Carbonet was delighted to receive the crafting materials and tried to sing you Henderson's song, only to realize he couldn't remember the very important second half. He'd written the full lyrics on a very long silk scarf, but it was recently stolen by the Sandflame bandits. He said he would give you the scarf if you retrieved it. The Sandflame bandits are outlaws who steal from tax carriers and merchants passing through the monolith wastelands. They'll happily do anything for money. And because they're always drunk, they do not fear anyone.
Oh, did you that's it! We took control of the golem using the golem's heart and reclaimed... Sienna divided the stone into 3 fragments and asked me to hide them. I placed them around the abandoned stonemason town. Come to think of it, lure and kill monsters in the abandoned stonemason town with sulfur gas to get the materials. The materials needed are when you've collected all the fragments. Find the chapel hidden in the town. There's a clue in the lyrics. Let's fuse the heart fragments. 3.
Upon reading the lyrics, Henderson said that he'd heard that Sienna, a comrade of his, had broken the heart-shaped stone into pieces and hidden them away. Apparently, the pieces can be collected and put back together using a device in the chapter. He told you to remember the following lyrics. Let's fuse the heart pieces. 3, 2, 1. The golem will rise when the heart is done. You found the hidden chest and unsealed it by applying the magic solution. Within it was a fragment of the golem's heart. Each of the 3 fragments is marked with dots that seem to indicate numbers.
An intruder! Everywhere! We must find it!
Oh, my. Are you all right? I'm Sienna Parsons, a wizard from the Resistance. I heard about you from headquarters.
Oh.
Such skill. You must be very strong to fight off all those Archeum soldiers on your own. The good news is, we were able to protect the golem's heart, thanks to you. Hmm? That purple light. You have a star fragment, right? It sounds more like a predetermined turn of events than a coincidence. They say all power eventually finds its master. Here. This new power should come in handy. Your power will now react with the sealed golem's heart. Perhaps the power of the seal stone can be used in the Titan Reach ruins. I intended to destroy the hidden golem's heart, so that it would not fall into Archeum's hands. But I never imagined the one who revived the heart would actually absorb its power. This seems like fate. I hope you use your power justly. Oh, by the way, that person Henderson you met was a comrade of mine. We've gone on many adventures together. Now we're all busy doing our own things, but I'll always consider him a precious friend. There are a few things I couldn't give him when he left the Resistance. Would you mind passing them on to him? Thank you. I hid them in an old bag near the Titan Reach ruins. It's going to be hard to see him for a while since I'm busy with the constant provocations of the Archeum Legion. Please give him my best regards. Take care!
apart, many Archean forces rushed in, having sensed the mana waves it created. It was not until after you defeated them all in a fierce battle. There was an old bag on top of the broken golem, just as Sienna said there would be. The old and torn bag seemed to contain many memories shared with someone.
It's been more than 10 years since I touched this hood. Back in those days, I wasn't afraid of monsters or the Archean Legion. Justice, danger, and the thrill of adventure. That's all I cared about. Ah. Now just drink some beer. Drink it all.
Ще бъда милостив и този мюзикъл ще ви го спестя.
Thank you very much, my friend. I got everything back thanks to you. If you ever stop by the Vienta Sanctum, take a look at the tower we constructed when we were in the Resistance. We built up the tower little by little, adding to it whenever we completed another odyssey. I thought I would never be able to sing that song again. Thank you. Thanks to you, I'm thinking of making a new song with the adventures I remembered. I'm going to write an exciting song thinking about my activities while in the Resistance. I'll let you hear it first. So
as soon as Henderson saw the bag, his eyes lit up, like he was seeing an old friend for the first time in a long while. He took an old hood from the bag and began to sing, recalling many memories. A crowd gathered to listen to his performance, and touched by it, gave him a cheering round of applause.
Sienna Parsons, Henderson Harmon, and Louis Hasten. We three vow to liberate Stoneguard, to protect those who suffer from the tyranny of Lord Vernon. As a show of faith, whenever we achieve something towards that goal, we will add a stone to a pile here as proof. As a pile of stones will someday become a tall tower, Stoneguard will one day be freed, and then we will start a new journey in search of our dreams. Until then, we are determined to become one and fight against evil.
Vernon, the Lord of Stoneguard, who colluded with Archeum, exploited the inhabitants and ruled over them with an iron fist. The Resistance raided and seized the Vernon Archeum's army's cargo and distributed it among the people. One day, an extraordinary girl and 2 dwarves came to visit Vernon. The girl said that if she received funding, she would use it to find a legendary stone called the Heart of the Ancient Golem, build a giant golem, and subdue the Resistance. Though originally filled with doubt, Vernon ended up giving her a substantial sum after watching her golem's performance. The girl's company unraveled the secret of the monolithic boulder. Along the way, a rock struck Henderson and rendered him unconscious. Although they were chased by Chernobog and braved many perilous adventures, in the end, they acquired the stone. After completing the giant golem, the girl made Vernon dance in a huge chest and chant a spell, explaining that it was a ritual that would bind him to the golem, making him its owner. Vernon emerged from the chest, and the giant golem broke down the gate. All at once, the Resistance flooded in and captured the castle. The girl was revealed to be Sienna Parsons, a resistance member and genius engineer. Even now, when you visit Vienta village, you can still hear tales of her adventures sung by Sienna's comrade-in-arms, Henderson Harmon. Sienna Parsons, Henderson Harmon, and Louis Hasten were comrades who shared many a past mission and adventure. They have since gone separate ways in pursuit of their own dreams, but their stories will live on forever through heroic ballads.
За разлика от предизвикателствата, които отключих на Чаптър 6, новият бос, Химерата, ми се стори доста интересен и бих искал да го пробвам. За жалост, механиката му не е нищо особено.
Coming here! I can't die like this!
Механиката на този бос е толкова елементарна, че не съм сигурен дали искам да я обяснявам. Значи, по някое време ще се застане в центъра и ще започне да гърми и да прави много димич. Когато мине в това състояние, като отбор, вие ще трябва да изберете по една верига и да се дръпнете към нея с куката. Последствие на което ще се отвори този шлюз над него, ще го залее и ще го загаси. Вижда ми се прекалено проста механика за бос, ама те. Когато направих няколко опита да убия Химерата и не стана, реших да го оставя за по-късно и да разгледам квестовете. Намерих ето този квест, където не съм си избрал награда. След внимателно оглеждане на предложенията, реших, че с тази качулка ще изглеждам най-добре. Понеже умрях от тая Химера 30 пъти, се почувствах доста слаб. Затова си ударих една ударна доза апгрейди.